So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everyone, this is Ho Ho Hong Kong with me, Vivek Mabubani, and the other co-host, which you should know, who is...
Mohammed.
That's right. He doesn't want to reveal his name because he wants to know who is the real fan of this podcast. Now, Mohammed Mahdi is now saving his voice because he feels he might get booked for another show right after this podcast. He doesn't want to waste his throat, saliva, whatever he has left over.
As you're listening to this, I am actually currently in Melbourne if my plane hasn't crashed.
Yeah.
I am maybe in Melbourne or in Australia actually doing stuff in Australia that people do in Australia.
They actually get out of their country.
Yeah.
They find crocodiles.
Yeah.
and I guess they have coffee. I have no idea what else they do.
I have no idea. I guess you will hear back from me about what a strange land it is.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little weird even before going there. I mean, Ben, our guest from last week, he was weird.
And he was Australian.
Yeah, he was Australian.
That really gives you like an idea of like what to expect when you get there.
And everyone in the place that we're the subject of the topic of the episode today, which is Bali, is mostly Australian. They're weird.
Yeah.
Everyone is weird.
Yeah.
I think I just like, it's also like a really, really, really big island. Like it feels like it's just an island.
Yeah.
But it's really big.
It's huge.
Yeah, which
to
is
the
like,
point like
what are
it
you
takes
doing?
like 4 hours to travel from one side to the other. It's like, what is going on, man?
I also think like if global warming, I worry about Australia because if global warming really picks up,
Yeah.
the whole island is like, imagine just an island going underwater.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of
I guess that's
for all of them.
Yeah, Atlantis.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be basically the new Atlantis, maybe.
It's a very dark thought, but I feel like it's real. Like if that happens and it happens suddenly, like in a dramatic way, like the movies,
Yeah.
all of these people are gone at once. Like there is no escape.
There's going to be a lot of places that are going to go underwater. Australia, New Zealand's going to go as well.
I mean, no one gives a shit about New Zealand, but
yeah, there you go.
just talking about
Exactly.
Australia.
Taiwan, Japan.
Yeah.
Half of Philippines will be gone.
Yeah.
Indonesia will be completely submerged.
No, not Bali.
No.
No way.
Lucky for you, you had seen it already.
I had seen it already.
You could tell people, I saw it before back when it was still dry.
Yeah.
I know what it was like. I'll tell you the story of the Bali.
I mean, it is submerged now in gelato fucking shops, which
Yeah.
I don't even know how, and we'll get to that.
So I'll tell you this: the last time I was in Bali was, I guess, at least 8 or 9 years ago. I was there for a short bit. I enjoyed it. It was a really nice resort area. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I have to go. I'm like, you will never get nothing like that, because honestly, it was so many white people were there. I was
Already,
like, come on, man.
Oh, you gotta go now. It's
Yeah.
like only white people. It's
Man.
crazy.
Like the thing,
But they're also like not the good kind. They're Russians.
oh, so you have those. You're like, ugh, I don't want to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put it this way: is that it was really weird for me because when I went there, I was like, huh, okay. I mean, I understand this is a resort, but this is just like, these people are here just to have fun and not care. It's like the kind of crowd that you felt they're gonna trash their hotel room every night.
Yeah.
You
We
know.
have them in Egypt as well
Yeah.
because Egypt is cheap, just like Bali. So it's a similar thing.
Yeah, that's
where
the
you
problem.
get kind of like the worst kinds of tourists. So just
Yeah.
like go on like what we call an all-inclusive deal.
Yeah.
So you get to like a 5-star hotel or whatever, and you just like they're paying one set fee.
Yeah.
And they have access to a free bar,
Ah.
and the food is available 24 hours or whatever. And they're just animals. Just
It's like
not.
yeah, it's like the cruise ships where basically everything's covered for you. Just go eat whenever, have a drink whenever. Your room will all be set.
Yeah.
But then I think with the cruise
I
ship
don't
they
think
have
anyone should have access to that, to be honest, because
Yeah,
it
it
brings
brings the
out the
worst-
worst.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel the same thing whenever not that bad because I can't afford it. But even when I'm when I go, when I'm staying in a hotel, don't you have that when you're staying in a hotel and you
Throw
go
your
for
towel
breakfast?
down?
No, but not just that. You come back from breakfast and the room is not made up. You're
like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How dare you not make my
Yeah.
Well, obviously at home you have to make your own bed and you wash your own dish.
Yeah.
But as soon as you're in a hotel, you're super entitled. You're like, the fuck? They didn't make my bed. This fucking
Right? What kind
shit
of-
service.
I mean, I do find myself extra tempted to basically not care about the towel after
Yeah.
I'm done
Oh, yeah,
wiping
for
myself.
sure.
Like to the point I will normally very rarely would I take my towel out of the bathroom and I put it on the floor and dry my feet.
Yeah.
Here I'm like, well, I've already done, and they're gonna do room service in an hour.
Yeah.
I take my towel, go in the bedroom area, just put it on the floor, but yeah, my feet are not dry enough.
Because fuck the environment. It's actually you doing that leads to them washing the towel.
Yeah.
Leads to maybe Australia drowning pretty soon.
Well, there you go. And then this problem will never exist anymore. No, but definitely, I do recall, like when I was in Bali, number one, you go there, and first of all, everyone on the holiday mindset would be like, I'll have a drink, I'll have this, I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? And the best thing is that I think this one room, because I splurged on like 2 days only, we went to this one place where the room opens up to the pool.
Oh yeah, there's many of those.
Yeah, many of those,
yeah.
right? And I was like, let's just do that, because I was like, I need to experience that once in my life. I just want to know what it's like. Like you can literally walk out of your room and you
Yeah.
have your own private space where you put your foot in the pool. And then I did that, and I was like, wait, let me understand this. So I'm connected to the pool that the public's connected to,
Yeah.
and it opens up into my room. How is this any better? This is shit.
It's the same.
What,
yeah.
if it was my own private pool, then I'm talking about something. But this is just open. I could have just literally walked out my door, turned
Yes.
left, and gone to the pool.
Yeah.
What was the point of this? You know,
yeah,
but
and
I
you paid extra for
I
that.
paid extra for it. And I was like, okay, well, now I know. I'll never do it again. But I mean, like, these things were cool because that was the first time I remember after a long time where I just sat there and I told myself, I'm at a resort, man. Like,
Yeah.
I need to legitimately resort mindset
I need to
now.
resort.
Yeah, I need to resort.
Yeah.
You know? So, and I just sat there and I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is crazy. And yeah, I was like having a good time and everything. But I was, oddly enough, I had more fun sitting just in a park, just watching people play with the dogs, than I was at that, because I think it was too many tourist people around you, and you could see everyone trying to one up each other. Like, I'm having a cocktail. Well, I'm having a cocktail.
Yeah,
and
there's a
snack.
lot of that.
You know,
yeah.
and if you get a bowl of fries, they're like fries. That's all you're getting.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one weirdest thing that happened to me when I went to Bali was the first time I did not know the ritual that they have at the concierge or the reception counter, where they have a little incense offering, you know,
Yes.
for gods, and they put like a candy on it. I actually made the mistake thinking that's candy for the guests.
Shit.
And I literally
Yeah.
picked up the candy and I was
Yeah.
like, hey, you want some? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could see the receptionist looking at it.
Yeah.
And at no point did my brain go like, oh, that's
Because we have that here too.
yeah, but I thought it was just, you know, they had the last
Sure.
two candies,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I thought they were probably looking at it all weird, going like, oh shit, we're out of candy. Until I went back and I started noticing it happening everywhere. I'm like, wait, this doesn't seem right. And I went online, I'm like, oh shit, this is like a spiritual kind of offering to
Yeah.
the gods. And now here I took one candy from it, going like, you want some? You want some? And no wonder they were like losing their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that was the one time I had.
And yeah, that was you saying like what 8-9 years ago.
Oh, long time. 9 years
Yeah.
easily. I haven't been to Bali in at least 9 years.
I started going when I was living in Shanghai as one of the few holiday places in that region that I can go to without a visa. So that's how I started going to Bali. Yeah, I remember, I think I went the first time, whatever it was, 2015, 16, something like that. And I had a similar experience like you, and I'm like, this is a resort. I gotta resort.
Live it up, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta live it up. But over the years, I then kept going back a few times after that. And over the years, it did keep changing. Every time I go back, it becomes more and more touristy. However, also because of experience, I now know where the cool spots are, like what to do to really just avoid, certain areas or whatever. So I remember 17, 18, whenever I was there during that time, getting on the motorbike thing, because every time I go there, it's like, oh, there's a lot of locals who only move on motorbikes. Let me try to rent a motorbike and see how I go. And that was like completely life-changing for my trips to Bali, because once you get on the motorbike and you just kind of like get out of the main areas, you can discover stuff like. And right now, we mentioned this on the podcast before. Right now, Google Maps are so good that it also becomes your trip advisor and your Yelp.
Yeah,
so you're
yeah,
seeing
I'll
the
tell you what,
reviews,
yeah.
you're seeing the recommendations, and it's obviously helping you get there. And it's like you can also buy tickets through a lot of places. But back then, it wasn't that good. But that was a good thing, because that means you can actually go and find stuff for yourself. Like, you don't have to follow Google Map. And there's a lot of like cool waterfalls and stuff like that. As long as the trick now that I see, like right now, as opposed to a few years ago, is if you go now, you can't depend on anything that has sponsored on it. Because now there is a lot of like competition on Google Maps to like try to get
sponsored posts.
sponsored posts. All of these are bullshit. Like 100% of them. So anything that you see sponsored means that they're trying too hard to get your attention. So don't go there.
Yeah, because they know they can't get it otherwise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But in general, it's also like for people from Hong Kong, what are the more like popular destinations?
I don't know. People in Hong Kong go to Taiwan all the time because it's like an hour away only. You go there, it's comfortable. You know the environment, you know the culture there as well. You go to
Yeah.
Japan a lot as well. I remember Taiwan with I believe the hot springs as well. They have some of those.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I've
really
been
good.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those were impressive. I think Japan and Taiwan are the hottest destinations for Hong Kongers in
Yeah.
general.
So for Bali, I would make the case for people to go as well because I know it's not super popular
Yeah.
for Hong Kong, maybe because it's a little further.
yeah.
But there's a lot of cool stuff. But there's also a lot of stuff that you can get scammed or whatever. So one very popular or I guess common scam is that as soon as you land, the guys hustle you to take the taxi. Now that's kind of common in like a lot of touristy countries.
Malaysia, this not. Yeah, I see it all the time.
But then the problem is that you start thinking of how cheap it is because it's cheap if you convert it to like Hong Kong dollars or
Yeah.
whatever. So when you land in Bali, they're like, oh yeah, what is your hotel? Like, do you know all of the hotels? So you give them the hotel and they're like, they give you a code and you try to convert it and it's maybe something like 100 Hong Kong dollars.
yeah, and you're like, fine, whatever.
100
Yeah.
Hong Kong, like you will never get an airport taxi here
Yeah.
for less than like $300.
Correct. Yeah.
Then you realize it's actually if you get a Grab or
Uber.
Uber,
Well, yeah,
yes, you
but
can
Grab
use it.
or whatever,
Grab
yeah.
or a Gojek, which is the two main applications in
Bali.
in Bali, you can actually do it for like 30 Hong Kong dollars.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's not like 80 and 100. It's like
No.
30 and 100.
No,
Damn.
it's the 30 and 100. It's the airport hotel.
Yeah.
Unless you go to Ubud, which is a little further.
Yeah.
But usually people stay in Seminyak in the beginning, which is like a beach side. Kuta, okay, so Bali is obviously different areas. It's a big island. But the main areas are Kuta, which is like kind of a gross beach where all the Australian backpackers go. You don't want to stay there.
Yeah.
If you have any sort of like, what is the word?
Dignity?
Standards.
Oh, standards. Yeah, yeah.
Standards for like,
Self-respect. Yeah.
standards for your holiday. You don't
Yeah.
want to stay there unless you're like a 21-year-old backpacker with not so much money. Then sure, go nuts. But from the airport to Seminyak, which is like the nicer beach next to Kuta, that's about 30 Hong Kong dollars.
Yeah.
So first of all, never take a taxi like from the guys who are offering you a taxi at the airport, no matter what credentials they give you.
Yeah.
Always get Gojek or Uber or Grab. I actually, because I've done it so many times, I travel light because it's a few days.
Yeah.
I take a motorbike.
Oh, damn. You just
No,
rent-
not on my own.
Oh,
You got Gojek and Grab. There is
Yeah.
also the option of motorbike.
I've also
you jump behind the guy.
where you wrap your arms around the guy and just like,
Yes.
oh damn, dude. I've done that before once, like Rizal Van Gizzo in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
And that was my first time doing it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
You don't want to do it.
I told you, dude, I don't even do amusement park rides, man. Like, where I'm like, nah, I don't need this risk. This is not satisfying to me at all. I'm sure
Yeah.
Gloria, my girlfriend, she'll be like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, first of all, no.
Well, I also enjoy the saving money aspect of it because now
Yeah.
you're saying, $30 for
It's
airport
nothing.
ride is cheap.
Yeah.
Dude, every ride after that is about 5 to 10 Hong Kong dollars.
That's ridiculous.
From anywhere to anywhere, which is amazing because
Ridiculous,
obviously
yeah.
then you can like splurge
Yeah.
on like, a fancy meal or whatever.
Yeah.
So there is definitely and you're someone who cares about money.
I do care very much about money. Yes, exactly.
Once you do it a few times, you genuinely be like, because you get the bank statements or whatever, you're like, oh fuck, that was like $3.
Yeah, that was nothing.
This is insane.
Yeah, I'll take that risk. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I do that. I do not obviously recommend it from the airport if you have luggage, but I travel light. So I actually do now by default. I just go for the motor, like the Gojek or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, it depends obviously on the style of the holiday you're doing. Because going back to your point, yes, doing the like walk out of the room into the main pool is kind of bullshit. But doing a private villa with your own pool is really fun.
Yeah, so that's actually the thing I've been thinking. And that is, I believe, my next level or next goal for basically a resort/vacation.
Yes.
So I found after traveling so much, especially now, I travel a lot with Gloria as well. And so what I found is that I very much enjoy either the really, really simple, like literally just take a bus, go to a coffee shop, have a coffee, go to the garden and just sit there. And I'm like, I'm done for the day, man.
Right.
I'm very happy now.
You're just going to stare at people walking and
I love,
see a dog or whatever.
I was so pleasantly surprised when I was in Cambridge for 3 days consecutively. our routine was simple. Wake up, have breakfast, all that stuff, take a bus, go out, have some lunch, go to a coffee shop, sit there, look at people, and then go sit in the garden, sit in the park for 2 hours.
That's amazing.
And I was like, dude, I am extremely satisfied right now.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Like, I know I'll go back home tonight. I'm like, what the hell am I doing with my life, man?
Yeah.
But at this moment, I'm
But
like,
in
man,
the moment,
I was like, dude, I can do this every day, man. Like, that was just like another level, right?
I remember we had a chat about when you came back and you're
Yeah.
like almost scared of like how, because I think we're talking about like
how I'm
getting
turning
a
into
dog
that.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, if I get a dog, I'll never get anything done because
Oh.
I want to play with them all day.
Oh, guaranteed. Like,
Yeah.
First of all, this is me. I know that, let's say when I'm going on a holiday, I'm like, buddy, but let's go on a holiday, man. You know?
Right.
And I will be like $100, $30, let's have a good time, and all that stuff. And I know that about me. Secondly, I've known over time, maybe because I've been so busy, whatever, that me just sitting staring at a tree is extremely satisfying because it doesn't make me work.
Yeah.
Right. However, I feel that, yes, definitely if I were to, let's say, spend on a resort or let's say a Bali trip, I already know myself that I'm like, unless it's like proper, I have my own little villa or at least half the villa and it's mine and it's nobody else bother me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not, it's no point. I could get same level of satisfaction by looking at a tree. Why am I going to this subpar kind of experience where I'm like sharing a pool with, I'm like, I'm past that, you know?
Right, yeah.
So I think that's the thing for me is that I have to be extremes. Either like really low budget as in like free, go to the garden, or I'm like, all right, okay. Okay, let's live it up now.
The
you
private
know?
villas are really nice and not expensive. And
Yeah.
again, coming from someone who does not have much money and does travel cheap,
Yeah.
they're very good. Like, you know, of course, you need to kind of know where you're looking. You need to cross check because there's a lot of bullshit reviews as well.
For sure.
So you need to cross check it on across like multiple platforms. Trip.com for me now because I've used it so much over the last few years or last couple of years since we started traveling again, hotels and flights. Now I'm like a crazy platinum diamond, whatever. So they sometimes they do give me a special price and I again cross-check it across other platforms and I have like the best deal. But that also means I get to see the real reviews, which is crazy.
Yeah.
They actually show you like the bullshit reviews and the real reviews. And they're like, oh, here's the reviews from real guests. I'm like, what was the other one?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's like right up.
Yeah. So trip.com I also recommend. This episode will be a lot of recommendations, but yeah, private villas are great because they all have a lot of like your own private pool. If you, I wouldn't even say splurge, but if you go like one level up, they have like hammocks and a little kitchen or whatever.
I think that's the thing. Like, if I were to have that, I would want to have it as good as almost having your own little house.
Yes.
You know, and because I'm thinking like never in my life am I.
That's
gonna
what
have
we
my-
had,
right? Yeah. Because I look, let's be honest. I highly doubt there'll be a point in my life where I'm like I have my own little house with a pool and all that stuff. Like
No.
that's another level, right?
Yeah.
A mansion, you know.
Sure.
So
Not
I'm
in Hong Kong.
Not in Hong Kong, number one. But wherever I am, because I look. I put it this way. I know the problem with human nature is that you're never going to be satisfied, right?
Yes.
So if I would live in a mansion, I have just now made that my standard.
Yes.
So anywhere else I go is going to be going downwards. It's going to be downgrade.
That's such a good point.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to live comfortably, you know, a little perks here and there, but not like, whoa, this is, I want something where it's like dream come true, but not luxury.
Yeah.
So therefore, when I travel, I'm like, oh, this is luxury, man. I better appreciate this. Otherwise, like, I can get this at home. What the fuck am I doing?
Right.
You know?
Even if you can afford it. Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't want it to be the standard.
No,
for
it
sure.
shouldn't. Yeah. Then that becomes, I mean, like, I don't know. It's like having great food every day. At some point, you're like, buddy, like, if this is my basic,
Yeah.
this is sad. I'll give you an example. Like, when you travel, you'll notice how noisy Hong Kong is.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you live in certain hotels, certain places, you're like, man, that's your standard noise level. This is nothing, right? And I remember when I was in UK, me and my Gloria, we went to this place to meet her old teacher, and it was so quiet. I got my decibel meter.
Yeah.
It's like 12 dB. This is insane. I was like, to the point I could hear the buzzing of the electricity in the wall.
Yeah.
But I was like, what? Right? And she's like, oh, this is so good. I would love it. And I was like, let me tell you something. If you get used to this, you will lose your mind anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Because that becomes sad. So I think same with the Bali thing is that, hence why I agree with you on the having your own little private villa.
For sure.
But having the mansion, I would make that once in a lifetime thing. Just be like, oh my God, I'm going to go to the third floor to go to the bathroom, to
Yeah.
go to my bedroom on the fourth floor, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
But
nuts. Yeah, you don't want to do that. And so that's one thing I would recommend. Obviously, if you're traveling in groups or whatever, that can be a bit different. But it's just me and Annie.
Yeah.
So Annie's in Australia. I'm here. So we're like meeting in Bali, which is literally halfway.
Can I ask, will the resort or villa or whatever you have, will there be a tree there?
Yes.
Will you be sitting on that tree with Annie?
I will do that next time.
And while you're sitting on the tree, will you be spelling out what you'll be doing with her?
I'm not going there. I'll leave that up to everyone's
Anyway,
so silly.
anyway, so
Yeah.
come back to so basically you're getting a private villa.
Private villa is
Yes,
great. Yeah.
yes, you have to, man.
Super nice.
Yeah, hammock, no hammock.
Hammock, yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
that-
well, she wanted to take like nice photos and stuff. Yeah.
Number one, that. Number two, dude, when was the last time you were on a hammock?
Well, hammock I have mixed feelings about because it is nice for like 10 minutes and
Yeah.
then you have the choice to either
Your back
fall
hurts?
asleep.
Yeah.
No, you can fall asleep, but then sitting there like a psycho with like nothing to do is a bit
Ah.
weird.
Yeah.
So but like if I want to fall asleep, I would rather be on like that flat like bed by
That's
the pool.
true. Yeah. Oh,
You know?
those are good.
Those are, and we had
Yeah.
those too.
That as well? Damn, dude.
Yeah, I can recommend that. I can actually, fuck it. I can, while doing, working on this episode, I can do all of the stuff that we did because
Yeah.
all of the stuff we did was honestly good. So I
Yeah.
can say like where we stayed or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so you wait. Hold on a second. You did this. Yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
my brain just clicked. I'm like, wait, no, you're traveling. No, you're going to Melbourne. Okay,
No.
yes. All
yeah.
right.
So yeah, this is a report on Bali from my trip like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
how much compared percentage wise, the flatbed versus the hammock? Which one took more percentage of your time when you were lying down, basically?
It was actually still the hammock because of the novelty of it.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing as well for me.
Because
Is
you
I'm
will
like,
never have a hammock in Hong Kong. That's crazy.
right? Like you'd be like, even if you're like, oh, it's uncomfortable. I'm for that one. You'd be like, yeah, but I could do exactly that in Hong Kong.
Yes.
Why am I not doing that? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah. Same here. I think that's another problem I have when I travel. Is like I'm trying to maximize the experience. So I'm looking at my okay, the hammock sucks.
Yes.
It's uncomfortable. it's not stable. I can't fall asleep.
Yeah.
But I have to be on it because I can. If I go to Hong Kong and I'm like, I could use a hammock now.
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But also, I am huge on hotel breakfast.
Oh.
Not necessarily like the buffet or not buffet, but the fact that there has to be hotel breakfast because to me, that's just like, that's what makes a holiday because I live by myself.
Yeah.
And I have to make my own breakfast and
Yeah.
it sucks to make a breakfast every single day.
Yeah.
So the fact that I can get to somewhere where the first meal of the day is covered is awesome. And those villas usually also have the breakfast included.
Right, it's better quality, not
Better
bad quality, but
Not
like,
bad
not
at
like,
all.
oh my god, it has
And
everything.
Bali is great with fresh fruit as well.
Yeah.
There's so many nice fresh fruit in Bali.
Yeah.
So in the mornings, like the breakfast always comes with like nice fresh fruit, like
Yeah.
you know, papaya, watermelon, whatever.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
So what's your breakfast? Okay, so I can tell you this: every time I go to breakfast, whenever like I go down there with this mentality, I'm like, hey man, you know, eat well because you're gonna eat all this other junk during the day. Make your breakfast good. Don't fall for the waffles and the whipped cream
Yeah.
and all that shit. Right? I go down there. My first round is always the omelet.
Yeah.
With the toppings, and I avoid the sausages and everything. I'm like, it's this shit, right? And then I always get the yogurt with the granola and
Yes.
stuff like that. Okay, I get that. After doing that, this is where the weakness begins. I'm like, all right, I'm full, but not full enough. But I don't need to eat more. And that's when I'm like, well, they're going to close the breakfast at 10:30.
Right.
If I'm going to get it, I better get it now, right? I go start grabbing shit. Like I'll get
Pastries
and all that
usually,
stuff, right? I get all that stuff. It's over on my table. I'm like, well, I screwed up anyway. Let's get that waffle as well. Every time, dude, without fail.
Yeah.
Every single day, I'm like, well, I got the waffle. I'm going to get the whipped cream as well.
Yeah.
Get the chocolate sauce.
syrup.
And all that.
Yeah.
And then like it's to the point that I'm full, and all of my brain is thinking like, you brought the food here, at least take a bite out of each one of them. And I do that, and I'm like, this is such a waste of stuff. What are you doing? Finish
Yeah.
the food. And I finish eating all that junk. I'm like, what am I doing? I didn't need this.
That is a very relatable cycle, I would
Yeah.
say, at the hotel breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah, so the part where the private villas were, they're everywhere, but
Yeah.
we started in a place called Canggu.
Yeah.
And Canggu is not right directly on the beach.
Yeah.
But it's like one of the, used to be like the hip, I wouldn't say hipster, but like the more like cooler areas for like higher, like upscale
Yeah.
tourists.
Yeah.
Now it's like more mainstream, but
Yeah.
it's still very nice because there's a lot of like coffee shops, which you would like as well. And a lot of like boutique,
Yeah.
like designer shops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of the hotels offer the service to rent a motorbike from them. So the hotels also try to offer like a comprehensive kind of thing. When they're like, oh, we can exchange money for you, we can iron your clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like Canggu is also a walking place. Like it's a place where it's easy to walk.
Yeah.
Which is great. There is a big craft, like not craft, micro roasteries, like
a coffee?
coffee. Yeah. There's a big culture now of like just like small roasteries.
Yeah.
Coffee studios.
How was the
actually
coffee?
Really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but you kind of need to lean on reviews a lot.
Yeah.
But in general, like once you found like a couple of places that are like legit, you're like, oh yeah, that's actually good coffee by like any standard. And the cool thing is that of course you can always find ways to spend a lot of money, but as long as you're reasonable, like doing your average spending, and take motorbikes, like grab Jack or whatever, or you ride it yourself, which we did towards the second half of the trip. You're not spending a lot of money in Bali. Like your biggest expense is usually the hotel, especially in comparison to Hong Kong.
So, okay, you get up, you have your breakfast at the hotel, and then pretty much most of the day you're out, right?
Well, yeah, unless like, a couple of days, if you have like a nice villa or
if you
whatever.
have, like, say, 5 days, 2 days you'd be in the villa just hanging. Yeah. By the third day, you're like, let's go out.
Let's walk around.
Let's walk around. Yeah.
And there was a lot of aimless walking around, which I really
That's the
like.
point. Yeah, I love it.
It's exactly, there's like, we're not looking at maps. We're just like looking.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, this shop. Oh, they have froyo. Let's try froyo. Just whatever.
Yeah.
And there's honestly, there was a lot of just walking with no like intention to walk into a shop or anything.
Yeah. Just going here. Yeah. I think so. Have you found that over the years of you traveling and going on vacations and all that stuff, that your vacation mentality has become less and less pre-planned and more like you pre-plan everything before going. The moment you land, you're like, don't give a shit.
Yes.
Don't give a shit. Like, I'm at that point now where I'm just like, I literally don't care.
Yeah.
Let's just go wherever.
Because I'm also traveling to not work.
Yeah.
So I don't want to travel to be also work.
Yeah. So I think that's number one. Number two is once I'm there, you kind of have this really weird non-guilty feeling of like, well, I can't do any work now.
Yes.
I have to enjoy this. So
Well, for me, it was different a little bit because I was still working from Bali, which is why also some of the places we chose, like I need to make sure that they have like a whatever.
Oh yeah,
like
internet,
good internet and stuff
for
like
sure,
that.
For sure, yeah.
So there was because I'm running a business here.
Yeah.
So I still need to talk to many different parties. But yeah, also I am at this age when I'm like I spent more than 10 days in Bali with Annie and like across multiple, like we went to multiple places in Bali, and not a single day I believe when I went to bed past 1 a.m.
Wow, yeah.
I am like now, like actually most days it's around midnight.
Yeah.
On holiday in like a cool exotic island, and I wake up early to get the breakfast.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, now I'm just this guy. I wake up early and I go to bed around midnight and I'm good.
Oh yeah, you mean vacation or in Hong Kong?
Well, in Hong Kong, but also on vacation. My point is like in vacation, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay out. Woo!
Yeah.
Nope.
I think same as that. I've also hit that point in my life where even when I was in Edinburgh, they have shows like 24 hours.
Yeah.
But by like 11 p.m., I'm like, I think I really will not be satisfied or enjoy these shows as much as I think. So let's just go.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah. I think it comes with age, number one, and also seeing enough where you're like, buddy, it'll never end.
Yeah.
Let's just, call it quits.
Yeah, we
for
were out
today.
a couple of times, like kind of late after dinner, but like late for us now.
Yeah.
Like we finished dinner at like 10 or whatever. Like, oh yeah, okay, there's a pool table. Let's play pool for an hour. And then it was like whatever, 11:30. Like, yeah, let's call it.
Yeah, we're done.
Like, other couples or whatever be like, yeah, let's find
have
like
another
the
drink.
bar.
Yeah,
let's find the bar. Let's start the night. And we're like, nah.
Yeah. No, you get to the point. You're like, you know what? We could do what on paper sounds great, but no, not happening.
Exactly.
And then again, you also have a very nice villa that you have anyway.
Exactly.
So why
you have a nice villa. You can actually, there is a lot of space, which again compares it to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And Annie lives with her family as well.
Yeah.
So even for her, it's a holiday. From
get away from everything.
Yeah, get away from everything.
Absolutely.
It's like a lot of space. Private pool was
Yeah.
great. So Canggu is pretty nice. Like again, like kind of artsy kind of feel. And then we went to Seminyak, and in Seminyak we actually we wanted to stay on the beach, and that was so the first villa we booked a long time ago. So it's like get a better deal or whatever. Seminyak was kind of improvised, which is to your point. It's like let's just not plan more past the first few days.
Yeah.
And then so we ended up staying on like a hotel, like a really nice hotel right on the beach. And there they have a different lifestyle, even though it's really close, which is like you just leave the hotel after breakfast. You leave the hotel and you just sit on the beach for the whole day.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I know you're not a huge beach person.
I that's on I'm not a beach person. I found I'm more of a garden park person. Like the green is more attractive to me than the sand. But in general, I think that's the thing. In Hong Kong, I couldn't do it. I'd be like, I get it. Let's go. But anywhere else, like I'm just like I just sit there and be like, yeah. Anyway, so you're there on the beach the whole day.
You're just sitting on the beach the whole day.
Yeah.
You pay someone to like for the umbrella and whatever. And then they just like, you just buy food like there is like a restaurant or whatever. And again, depends. I'm not drinking. So, and he doesn't drink either. And just like, you just get like coconuts or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you order
coconut
food.
water, right?
Yeah.
Just drink
like
that
an
all
actual
day.
Fresh coconut.
Yeah.
And then you can order food as well, but you can just walk to the swim.
Yeah.
And you go back and you're like, take a nap.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the whole day until like you get dinner somewhere else.
Yeah.
So in a way, you feel like you're not really doing anything, but in the best way possible, that's exactly what you're supposed to do there. Because a lot of people make mistakes of like planning like a program for a holiday, especially in a place like Bali where you can do that. But I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
After being there for many times,
I think
it's not worth it.
Yeah, because I think I've never been. In Hong Kong, it's very common to have these tour groups, right?
Yes.
You land. The whole group goes on the plane, gets land. They have and everything's sorted out for you to go visit this place at 3:00, and then 4:00 you're gonna go there.
Yeah.
Which is great on paper because just take me everywhere, right? But I think the aimlessness of just randomly walking around, that freedom is so good because there's no schedule. Like, if we're here longer, we're here longer.
Yeah.
And I think that's also one thing I appreciated. Maybe it's also with age and also with the fact that we're self-employed, which is why I've noticed the differences. When you work for yourself, you are your boss and there's no off switch, right? And the ability to turn the switch off is just like, this is gold.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Versus someone who's like, 9 to 5, you finish work and my switch is off already.
Yeah.
So that's when you travel, you're like, you know what?
You have to force yourself kind of.
I want to kind of do more than just do nothing, right? So I think that's the difference really. But over time, I've noticed as well with age, whatever, it's like just the simplification of just, I'm just going to go there and be like, whatever. Hey, what'd you guys do? Nothing.
Yeah.
Literally just sat there, just wasted my time. Not wasted, but like just did nothing, right? Or went with the flow.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good to just like, you're not even on a schedule for pretty much anything.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like we barely, like I was catching up with a friend who's from Egypt actually. She was doing like a yoga retreat thing there. And we caught her just before she leaves. So we booked like a dinner, but that was like the only dinner we actually booked like earlier.
Yeah.
At like a super nice place or whatever. But other than that, like we made a point to not even book anything. It's like you don't want, the whole thing is like you don't want any sort of stress, even if it's minimal stress. Which is like, oh shit, we have to catch the booking. Now we have to leave the beach that we like now. It's like, nope. And these places are catered for people who are also different kinds of tours. People who are on crazy schedule, you can do that. But you can also be like us when you're like, oh, I don't have to do anything and I will find food. I don't have to worry because things will be open. And worst case scenario, all these applications, Grab, Gojek, also do food delivery.
Done.
From the restaurants.
Done.
So worst case is that there is another worst case, more worst case is that the hotels can make you food.
Yeah.
That's a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat hotel food. But in general, you can be like, oh, I just want to go to sleep now, but I want a snack. You can order a snack on Grab or Gojek and get it to the hotel by the time you arrive.
Yeah.
And
done.
then have your snack and sleep.
Golden, man.
It's so good.
Yeah. I think so. Again, this is obviously great, but the moment it becomes your standard, life's gonna suck, dude. Oh my god! Like, can you imagine? Like, if that was basically your minimum.
Yeah.
Man, you cannot live anymore. You're gonna be depressed the moment you leave.
For
that.
sure.
Yeah. But okay, so you were in Bali. You guys were at the resort. You went random places and everything. Okay, let me go checkbox. All right. Beaches done.
Yes.
Did you collect any sand to bring back as souvenirs?
Sand?
Yeah.
Do people do that?
I've done it before.
I guess I have never heard of it, so no.
Okay, so did you collect anything like seashells, sand, water, whatever from the beach, thinking, hey, a memento?
I did not from the beach, but I did. So one of the experiences we did. So the last place we went to was a place called Ubud.
Yes,
and Ubud,
I love that.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Ubud is great. But again, now it's so touristy.
Ugh.
That is like, it's kind of ridiculous. However, again, as like an old Bali hand now, I know where to stay, and we stay up in the rice paddies. So it's actually a place that is like dead silent.
Yeah.
So and the villa that we had was like, you know, in the middle of the rice paddy. So you open the door and it's like fucking chicken there and just
nice.
complete silence. But it's like a little bit of a pain in the ass to go to from the main strip. But the hotel people actually drive you up and down on their scooters, which is amazing.
Nice.
That's a free service included. Anytime 24 hours, you can be like, can I go down to like the main area? And you can also ask them to pick you up. Because otherwise, if you're going to do it on foot, that's a solid 30 minutes from like the main
not happening, yeah.
But anyway, to your point, to answer your question, one of the experiences we did, which I really enjoyed, and he called it something different, which is quite funny. But it's something called the sound light vibration healing.
Oh, one of those like sound bowls with like the crystal lights and all that stuff.
Yeah, but we did it in a pretty fancy place called Pyramids of Chi.
Nah.
And
look at them trying to cover the bases. Pyramids, Chi. Yeah. Okay, sure. Go for it.
And it's like a very fancy place. Like it's made for people who are like want to do like
the really meditative kind of like
really
I believe like the crystal power. I've got that crystal for energy. This crystal's for calm. Yeah. Okay, got it.
And they're all like professionals, like super nice place. It like looks like a retreat of sorts. And like the pyramids, the actual pyramids have different kind of experiences. Yeah. So what we did, it's called sound light vibration, and it's like actually you're on water beds, individual water beds, and they're doing like
gongs and
everything, but they're also playing what is that long long Australian they explain it
the djembe or what is
whatever it's called
yeah,
and he makes fun of me for not being able to pronounce it, still not able to. But there's also shamanic singing involved. So, but the vibrations, because it's water beds, they actually have speakers under the water bed. Yeah. So the bass and stuff is coming through the water bed, like you can actually feel the vibration. And for me, it's amazing. She called it an expensive nap because you can fall asleep. Yeah. And there is like lights flashing and stuff. They give you the option to put like an eye mask on or off. I put it on because the flashing was too much for me, because some people like that. She just fall asleep. And some people do fall asleep, but like to me, the whole experience was very, very deeply meditative. Yeah. And you're just like, especially if you like dabble in psychedelics and stuff, that like it's a very deep like psychedelic experience without drugs.
I think again that's the self-employed versus non-self-employed mentality, man. This has happened to me time and time again, where I found the person who works on himself are so much more into the meditative or these kinds of things versus the person who just has the normal 9-to-5 job. Because again, it's the mindset thing of we're so busy, our minds are jumping from A to B, A to B, A to B. Yeah. Versus the other one's like, okay, sure, I'll do what I have to do, right? I'm still working. I'm not saying you're lazy, but I'm saying it's like you're not deciding should I jump here or should I jump there. It's like, I need to jump here. Okay, I need to jump there. I'll go there. So that's why I feel the people who work for themselves. Like we will appreciate it because like, I'm being led. Yes. I don't have to decide.
Yeah, definitely.
This is great. Yeah. Whereas the other person's like, what about this? So I remember playing the game Overcooked, which is basically trying to manage using one controller or play with a team. Each person is one character trying to cook a hamburger. So you're in charge of, let's say, cooking the meat, and I'm in charge of the burgers, and this and that. And it's all about the trying to,
I think I know the game. Yeah.
So put that over here. And like Gloria loves it. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? This is what I do for work. Yeah. I'm managing all these different pieces. Exactly. What the hell am I playing a game of my work, right? Yeah. She's like, no, it's so fun, right? You have to organize this. I'm like, no. I hate this. Yeah. And I think that's the difference really, is that the whole where like, I'm just going to sit here, you tell me what to do. Yes. And I'm not going to worry whether you're legit because like, sure. You do it. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Those are cool. Even for me, like I'm more and more into the whole like vibration, this and that, because I've noticed over.
You would like it a lot, actually. Oh yeah. I think you're a bit of a cynic like me. Yeah. But like once you kind of get over like this looks kind of whatever shady, dumb or a scam or whatever. Yeah. Once you like just let it go. Like for me, it took like 3 minutes. Yeah. When I knew like, this is something I really should just try to focus on, like enjoying and getting the maximum out of it. Yeah. And it wasn't that difficult because they really knew what they were doing.
Yeah. I think, look, on one hand, if the place is called Pyramids of Chi, I'm like, you guys, come on, you're trying too hard. Yeah. But you're on vacation. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Whatever. Here, I'll try it out. If it was bad, whatever. It's cool. I think that's the thing. However, of course, I think Hong Kong makes this to you where we commercialize things too much. Yes. The moment this is a hot thing, everyone's doing it. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
That's the annoying part. It's like, it's still like, I think in Bali at least, we're still not there when everything is like fucking swarms of people and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is great. And I keep going back to the power of Google reviews. It sounds like fucking we're sponsored now. I wish. But
Yeah.
like the power of Google reviews is that you can really deep dive on like, you know, you can search by the things that you think might annoy you. Like, for
Yeah.
example, too noisy or like, you know, too expensive or is how long is the wait or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The other thing that Annie picked that I've not done before actually that we really did enjoy was there's apparently a Bali bird park. She likes birds a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with birds as well. So because it's actually what you were saying is like, oh yeah, we don't have plans. We don't have to book anything.
Yeah.
Let's just see what's around or whatever.
Yeah.
So we ended up like going to like, we just bought a ticket for the next day. And it was really, really fun. It's just like a huge park. Like
Yeah.
it's a bird park.
Yeah.
Like a zoo for birds.
It's awesome.
And there's so many of them. And it's just like you spend 3 hours looking at birds.
Absolutely.
Best date ever. You just
Yeah.
go and look at birds.
I mean, you were going with a bird to look at
Yeah.
birds. Hey, look at that one. and you're like, my girlfriend's cool. Why? She lets me look at birds. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm confused right now.
Yeah.
Nah, that's all right.
So Ubud is really fun too because you can still, again, like, so around Ubud, there's two things that you can do, like, that are not in the
Not to be
mainstream.
confused by the Canadian about.
Ubud. Yeah, exactly. What is that, Ubud?
About, yeah.
So it's like that South Park
Yeah.
guys.
yeah. The whole episode, not
The
about
whole
Abud.
episode-
It's
yeah,
like,
it's so good.
Yeah.
They actually probably, detour, but not detour. What is the word? Like tangent.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when every time it's I watch South Park, which is randomly like put it on or whatever. But anytime there is like the Canadian part,
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's like
just
so obvious.
It's so ridiculous.
Over the top,
They also
yeah.
like South Park drawings are bad, and
Yeah.
they draw the Canadians even
Even
worse.
worse, yeah, with the mouth open thing,
Mouth
like, the
open,
Pac-Man thing,
and
yeah.
and the cars have square wheels.
Unnecessary.
So funny.
So stupid, man.
So stupid. But yeah, in Ubud, you can take a motorbike or you can jump behind some guy and you can go to waterfalls, which we did as well, which is really cool. And you can go to the rice paddies, where again, you can just sit and just look at rice paddies forever and have a coffee and just do
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of doing nothing. Here's what I would recommend. I can put some things in the descriptions, like you can stay here or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, I really highly recommend not planning much when you're going to Bali.
Oh yeah.
Just book the first hotel or whatever.
I think like accommodation, once you have that sort of, you at least a peace of
Yes.
mind. You're like, I know where I'm sleeping, no matter if I do nothing today.
Yeah.
At least I'm not on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also something for everyone. So there is also Mount Rinjani, which is very, very big mountain. So if you're like more like, oh, I want to like hike or whatever, you can just go and do that. And there is also a trend because what happened over COVID is there's a lot of people who just went and stayed in Bali because their countries were like either in lockdown
Yeah.
or they became quote unquote digital nomads. And there's obviously businesses that cater to them now. So there's a big push on health clubs in Bali where you can just, we went to this place called Nirvana, which is basically like a spa for the day. So you can go to a gym. So there is like yoga classes. There is a gym, a full on gym.
Yeah.
But there's also a bunch of pools, sauna, whatever. And then there is like a salad bar. Like you can actually eat healthy food. Where I also ironically ate the worst chicken of my life because it wasn't bad. It was just too fucking bland. That, like she was laughing at me at how angry I was at how bland, because it's like healthy chicken, right?
Yeah.
So it's like chicken
like
breast.
boiled, that's
yeah,
it,
it's
yeah.
actually that's what it was. It was like, bro, I'm
Purely
like,
just chicken
this is
breast,
what I
yeah.
make for my dog.
Yeah.
And I was just so mad.
Yeah.
And I was just calling it white people food and bitching about it for a while. But like, yeah, I'm very like really into yoga. So again, you can find a bunch of yoga places that
Yeah.
are not like fucking eat, pray, love yoga.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
actually find.
I'm sure you can elephant pants, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and in general, like the locals, that's the other thing. Is like the locals, of course, yeah, they're used to tourists and stuff, but they're so nice. Like all the locals, like they would, especially when they can tell that you're not an idiot, not like that you're not stupid, but that you're not an asshole. They really go out of their way to help you. Like the hotel, which I will leave the description of, especially that one because that's the last one in Ubud where they pick you up and down and stuff, which is a really cool place too. It's a villa, but also they just like they make it a mission that like there is nothing you can want while you're staying there that they can't get for you. And it's like it really makes a huge difference because you now like you focus on just relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like,
they'll
oh
figure it
shit,
out,
like
yeah.
my laptop charger, like it's a common traveling mistake.
Yeah.
You don't have a adapter. They're like, yeah, here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Figure it out.
For sure.
Like
That's-
all of this stuff. And this is not a 5-star hotel. This is like a homestay. So yeah, locals are great. Yeah, and in general, it's not as it was years ago when I used to go, when there's a lot, not just because I grew older, but also now I can tell that there is a lot of healthier like tourists than before.
It used to be just like party at night, drinking,
Yes.
moon parties, all that stuff. I'm sure
Yeah.
there still is there, but like you can see during the daytime, okay, I could actually have a full day and not feel I'm waiting for the night.
Exactly. And you can also see like by the amount of people, less people like drinking during the day, like they're more like, again, spending time at health clubs, doing yoga and stuff like that, which is really cool. The last thing I would say is like there is also a crazy epidemic of gelato shops that is happening. I have no idea how or why. If someone has been recently and has an explanation, we couldn't figure out how come every other like little shack is a gelato shop and these all seem to be busy.
Wow.
And
maybe that's why, because like they were like, this is really selling well. What the hell is going on over here? Yeah.
Yeah, it's very weird. I mean, part of it makes sense because it's hot.
Yeah.
So it's like a
Ice
cool
cream.
like
And
yeah,
gelato
yeah,
probably can sell better than just ice cream.
Yes. But it's also a little much. So
Yeah.
calm it down with the gelato
I didn't come to
shops,
Bali for gelato.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. If you have any questions about Bali or if you think we missed something or I missed something, let us know. Vivek, what do you have coming up?
Actually, right now, nothing.
So maybe you should go to Bali.
Yeah, maybe I can. This is my opportunity. Maybe I am. How do you know? Right? No, I have nothing too much lined up again. Like I said, these couple of months I'm busy with my own personal stuff, and also private bookings are happening. This is my busiest time of the year.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a few of those bookings as well, luckily, to kind of make me be able to pay for Hong Kong. Forget Bali.
Yeah.
But generally, no. I just have to deal with a lot of my family stuff first
Yeah.
for now, and then that's pretty much it. What about you? Other than being in Melbourne and Australia at the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, right now, as you're listening to this, I'm in Australia. When I come back, we do have, a couple of bigger, not bigger, but we have tours. We have Sam C coming on the 27th of October.
Nice.
So actually, pretty much as soon as I come back from Australia, we have 2 or 3 really big. So we have Sam C 27th of October. We have Stephen Briggs coming from LA on the 4th of November. And then we have Daniel Fernandez on the 10th of November. So we has basically 3 tours in a row. So do come to these shows. It's going to be great. Obviously all pro comedians from abroad. And in general, it will be a good way to support live comedy. So come check us out. How do people find you online?
Funny Vivek is the easiest way. Just search Funny Vivek on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are, and you'll probably find me. If you don't, then try typing it again. Maybe you typed a typo. What about you?
I am the other Mohammed. I have been pushing a lot on the socials content, and hopefully there'll be more from Australia. So find me at the other Mohammed on Instagram. That's mostly where I hang out now. And tell a friend about the podcast. Tell 2 more friends about the Patreon. And we will see you on the next one.